It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great. Even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well. But we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times. He will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the down bad patrollees. It doesn't have to be a bad day if they turn you down. If you shoot your shot, Father, and we will be so proud. Just no incels, incest, weird shit with your pets, killing spiders, starting fires, sounding 50 at recess. No begging in the chat, no fedora hats, don't let your day walk all over you like you are a doormat. No co-leaders, we are great secret keepers. Father will do his best to stop you from being a people pleaser. Come in and have a good time, call him up and get in line. After Father, we all pine communion, but without the wine, we promise it will be just fine, cause he is the divine. This is your sign to join the Down Bad Hotline. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times. He will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the Down Bad Patrollees. Our Father who art in Chicago, Bestie be thy name. It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great. Even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well. But we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our story.
Hello, everybody. How we doing? A little worship music on. Hi, everybody. Goddamn. I have a story. Will we get Travis Scott on this? I'm trying. Just won't return my calls. I like this lighting. Makes it look like I'm sitting in a church as the sun sets. Hi, Father Tug. You look great today. Your streams are the highlight of my week. Ah, that's insanely nice. Don't know if she's here. Yeah, she is here. She commented right above you, Gwen. Laser Kitty Mew Mew is the girl who sings the song. For anyone who's new, is the woman who sings the songs. I had a teacher in college who used to yell at me for calling girls girls. Even though I was calling the boys boys, I understand where she was coming from, but it's the 70s feminist wave notion. And I wasn't ready for it, because I'm used to calling girls girls. There's like girls and boys. But I'm trying to correct myself, I'm trying to be a better person. Literally just got a new laptop right now, and this is my first time catching the stream live. Today's the W day. Let's go! Let's go! I'm down bad, Father. For who? For who are you down bad for? My son. We're also at 19,990 followers. So if you're not following, it'd be a cool day to hit 20,000. Fridays are milestone days, I would say. The chicks, the babes. I like babes, chicks. I scratched my laptop. Well, seeing as you were born in 2006, you probably ask your parents for another one. I don't trust anyone with a 2 at the beginning of their year they were born. 19 or get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? To my viewers that are mostly younger than me. Hello, Father. Hello, crew. Something Valorant. Who do you main? I main Breach because I'm a piece of shit. Alright, we can start getting into the calls. First time on the stream, excited. Aren't we all? I did my hair a little differently today, although the Superman swoop keeps coming down and it's pissing me off. That one strand of hair. Only 20th century babies are valid. True. Our first caller!
Call from
Ellis.
What's your name?
to accept.
Ellis. I'm the guy who got kicked. Who I accidentally hung up a month ago. I'm the guy who does Israeli dancing. If you remember.
Yes, I talked about you recently. What can I do for you?
So I have that story, but I don't want to talk about that today. I need your help.
Okay.
I went to Cancun recently for a dance event,
Okay.
and I've my dream girl is a girl who knows how to dance. But after being all over the East Coast, in Boston and New York, I've realized that that's probably not going to happen. And then I go to Cancun, and I meet this girl, and she knows everything. She's so and the problem is this was a month ago, and she lives in Brazil, and I haven't seen her since, and I'm obsessed with her, and I can't get my mind off of her.
Oh, boy.
And I don't know what to do.
I mean, how old are you again?
I'm 18, and I know I'm young and stupid, and I'll forget about her and all that, but
That's just rather unfortunate. How much time did you spend with her?
it was literally 3 days.
Blah. So we both know the answer here. I mean, you can go and live in Brazil. That's an option.
I know. It's not even that. It's I'm not. I don't know if she even likes me that much, which is fine. Whatever. It's more that I know it sounds weird, but I just can't stop thinking about her, and I can't, and it's a problem. And now I'm gonna go to England to see her because there's a dance event there. She doesn't even know I'm going. Fuck.
Fuck is the word. I mean, this is the definition of down bad. This is just a down bad story. You don't need my advice because there's no advice to give. You just fucked.
I thought you could tell me 3 words. Tell me some magical words that'll let me forget about her, man.
Fucking. There's nothing like that, pimp. You're stuck. You're looking down the barrel of a shotgun at this point. Not saying that sounds like I'm telling you to kill yourself. Don't kill yourself. I'm just saying you're stuck in a situation where there's no real out. I mean, you just fell in love with someone who lives halfway across the fucking earth, my guy. And you don't even know if she likes you. It's not like it's a back and forth thing. Are you going to the dance event just to see her, or are you competing?
It's it's the dance event is commutative. So it's imagine if you did Just Dance in a circle. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like a social event.
It's like a Comic-Con but for dancing.
Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it.
Okay. All right. Well,
and so I know she's gonna be there, and that's a kind of a big reason why I signed up. And now that I'm getting closer and closer, I'm actually getting excited to just meet new people, and hopefully I'll meet other girls who are cute and I can get over her.
an American?
I don't think so. I mean, I've been to California, I've been to Boston, I've been to New York. So far, nobody who knows how to dance like she does.
Well, I'm saying, hopefully you meet someone here who's American and can do that. I mean, you're going to a Comic-Con of dancing. I'm sure you'll find someone who's fucking American who knows how to dance.
I mean, it's also in England, and there's not that many Americans who go to that event, too. That's also why I'm excited to just meet different people. And yeah, as I get it closer, I'm getting more and more excited. And they're also, I'm in touch with with one of the organizers, and he's really nice, and they're giving me money to stay longer, which is awesome because they like young people like me. But it's a problem, and I want to forget about her. I want to get over her, but I can't.
How long has it been?
A month.
Yeah, bro, come on. I mean, I'm not saying you're an idiot, but you have to have
I'm
some.
a fucking idiot, but I don't know what to do.
This is the worst it's gonna be. This is the worst you're gonna feel about it. It's gonna get better. This is like this worst feeling might last, but it's not gonna get any worse than this.
I thought it was gonna get better, and that's why like I didn't call you for a month, and then
Yeah.
now I'm here.
Dude, we just talked to, like, you're not, it's going to be quicker than a year, but I just talked to a kid last time. He was just like, yeah, dude, like, I fell in love with this girl and I don't know what to do. How long, he was like, we were dating for a little bit and then we broke up and now I'm like in it. I'm like, how long has it been? He's just like 3 weeks. I'm like, no shit, dude, that's going to be like a 6 month to a year process. But meanwhile, this is just a girl you met. So your brain hasn't fully developed those chemicals for her. So I'm thinking like 3 months you'll be good, but you're in deep, pimp. This is the worst it's going to be.
Okay.
Okay? Just go to the event. Try, like I said, sow your oats. You know, fucking talk to a bunch of different girls. You'll realize
And
there's
the
more to life.
The event is longer than 3 days. It's like 2 weeks, so that'll be good.
Perfect. Perfect time to figure out there's more fish in the sea.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay. I'll update you if
Okay.
you want to be updated.
Well, if it's good, I don't want an update. But if it's bad, yes,
Okay.
I want to hear about it.
I'll update. Then I'll update you. I'll be updating you. I know that for
Dog, you'll be fine. Just wait it out, all right?
sure. Okay. Thank you.
Bless your heart. Have a good one. Heartbreak makes you wait. Them's the rules, bro. At least 3 calls a day on this show. I'm in love and I would like not to be. What do I do? That's how people become alcoholics and drug addicts. I would like to forget. Some drink to remember. Others drink to forget.
Call from
Brody.
Brody, how we doing?
Hello, sir. I'm
What-
sorry. Let me pause my stream real quick.
No problem.
Hey, Father, I've got a wild, wild story for you.
Okay.
It involves me, my buddy, my other buddy, and a homie hopper.
Got it.
All right, so this chick, we'll call her Beth,
Beth.
and she is a homie hopper.
Okay.
So it started with my buddy Tanner in like freshman year of my high school. I'm a junior. Oh, I'm a senior now. So freshman year, this girl was dating my buddy Tanner, and I didn't know she was dating my buddy Tanner. And we started getting to be good friends, goodish friends. And she starts kind of like talking to me more. And she's like, oh, hey, you want to like come over someday? And I said, I don't know. I'm kind of busy. I'm a freshman, just kind of trying to survive. I get through it, and I go to her house. Or I talked to my buddy Tanner about how this chick is just like constantly asking me to like go to her house. And he goes, you mean like Beth, like her last name? And I said, yeah. Do you know her? And he goes, yeah, I'm dating her. And I said, oh, shoot. I can't be with this girl then. And he goes, no, please don't. Like, that would be,
Yeah.
that's not a good thing.
That would be ideal for you not to do that. Yeah.
Yes. So I told this girl, like, hey, as long as you're with Tanner, I'm not touching it. And then, let's see, about 3 months go by. Quarantine hits.
Were they
me up
still
again.
dating?
It got rocky. Like,
No shit. That fucking idiot. Get
Yeah.
the fuck out of there.
So he gets out. It's my buddy Jacob's turn. She starts hitting him up, and then Jacob isn't very friendly with Tanner. So Jake wants to get back at Tanner, and he starts like talking to Beth a little bit. And him and Beth go to the winter prom or the winter ball or whatever together. And Tanner comes along and swoops this girl out from Jacob. And him and Beth get together for another like 3 months before quarantine hits. I'm at my all-time low. I'm down bad. I made a mistake. I added her back on Instagram. She starts like hitting me in the DMs real bad. And I'm not proud of it, but Tanner asked me if there was anything going on between me and Beth, and I lied to him because I was down bad. And Tanner found himself a new lady after about 3 months, and then all of a sudden Beth just tells me I'm done with you, and I was very confused. I didn't know what was happening, and finally, after a couple of hours, Beth finally responds and says, well, now that Tanner and this girl, Leah, now Tanner and Leah are together, I suppose I could be with you. Like, she said that word for word. And I spent just the next few days just, like, bawling my eyes out. Because that hurt, man. That hurt being told, I suppose.
Well, you were, to be fair, we both know looking back, you were playing with fire. I mean...
Oh, I so was. I was so in the wrong. I totally deserved it. And then just this goes on between Tanner and Adeline are just like on and off. Tanner and Beth are just on and off.
Good save.
For like the next for like the next 2 years, Tanner and Beth are just like on and off.
Right.
Tanner is being toxic and trying to get back at her, like making her real jealous, and it just goes on. And finally, Beth starts dating Tanner's like best friend. His name was Sam, and it was such a whole ordeal because Tanner it was just a whole mess, and she is a homie hopper.
Is that where it lies today?
Today it lies that they're all going to college, and I get to stay here and just enjoy it for my last year.
So, 2 things. One, in high school, I was always on the outside of drama, but I got to watch it, and these types of scenarios happened all the time, and it was so fun to not be a part of and eat the popcorn and sit in the lawn chair and watch it go down. Because I don't, as a man, it's hard to look at a girl like that and, you know, what's what I'm looking for, sympathize, but you got to realize if you had the power, like flip the gender roles, like if you had the power to destroy a friend group and have, like, watch people be rats all for the chance to get with you, bro, I would be doing that every week. I would be destroying friendships like it was fucking nothing. Like, that just seems so fun. Because, like you said, like, you were powerless. You were just a horny teenager in high school, and she was like, let's hang out. And you're like, oh, I have these good friends that I've had my whole life. But you're hot, so I'm going to just absolutely throw that into the wind and take a shot at this. And, like, you can't blame someone like that. Of course she has mental issues. Like, a good person wouldn't do those things. But that being said, I can't blame people like that. I can't blame girls like that because it just seems like such a power trip. It's just how it is. That being said, we all learn from our mistakes, right?
Yep.
We're not.
I have learned.
Not going to do that again. And plus,
we don't jump in fire anymore.
We don't play with fire. You don't. What is it? Don't shit where you eat. Don't play with fire. But now, not all your homies are going away to college, and you're staying home. You get first pick of the hometown honeys. So I wish you the best of luck with that.
Oh, for sure. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
No problem, dog. Have a good one.
You too.
Oh, for sure. I'm getting with them hometown townies, baby. Go down to Pete's Dive Bar and just get it done, my guy. Smoke a cigarette inside. The cops aren't coming. If I want to call into it, just call the phone number. I can't imagine there'd be another step to that. What kind of question is that? Yes. Just call. Call relentlessly.
Call from
Mateo.
Mateo, have you called recently? That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I called last stream.
What did you say?
Remember, I'm the dude who was like confused whether I should go out with one girl or the other. Remember?
And I told you to go with the one that said yes to go out with you?
You said try her out first, and if I don't like her, ask the other girl out, right?
Yeah. To a degree, yes.
All right. So basically, the girl that's like the mutual friend, I'm pretty sure it's still like we're just friends. So I asked out the other girl, and she said yes. So now we have a date next week.
With the girl you originally wanted?
Yeah.
Okay, pimp. Fuck yeah. All right, good.
Yeah. I just
Congratulations.
wanted to call you and say I know I just like a priest because you make miracles happen, Father. Thank you very much, man. I don't like we're going to plan it on Monday because I'm going camping with my best friend. He's actually going to try to call you later, but yeah, no, it's thank you a lot. That's all I had to say.
No problem, dog. I always appreciate the quick call saying I'm a great guy. I
Yeah.
just want priests don't perform miracles, but I like the reference. I like the reference to Catholicism, and I'll take it. Bless your heart, my son.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Bye, Father.
Father Tug out here performing miracles, speaking in the third person. Fantastic.
Call from
Adrian, how we doing?
Yo, what's up, Father?
What's poppin'?
Bro, alright. I haven't called in a while, but I have a story.
Are you the Burger Kid?
Huh?
How you called before?
I've called like when you just started doing the streams.
Okay, all right, okay.
I've called in like a few months. But so I have a story, and I kind of need advice, kind of don't.
Okay.
But basically, so there's this dude, and we've known each other since like 6th grade. Weren't super close, but I've known them since then. They were a chick back then, but now they're a dude.
Okay.
And last year, 2 years ago, starting to quarantine, my sister had a huge crush on her. Or him, sorry.
Right.
Had a huge crush on him. Like, was like going in my room if they were on the call and shit.
All right.
But then, like, they found out either my sister, like, told them or something, but they, like, shot my sister down, basically. They're like, yeah, I just don't see you that way.
Okay.
But my sister was, like, simping to the point of it was kind of creepy.
Okay.
Like, I was telling her this, and she was like, yeah, you're right, but, yeah. So, this year, I kind of caught feelings, because he's, like, pretty attractive dude type thing, got style and shit, so I was like, oh, nice.
Right.
But, so, I have in the DMs, like, just kind of, like, occasionally type thing. Like, I'm like, oh, yo, what's up type thing. Just text them, whatever.
Yeah.
And when we were talking, like, halfway through us talking, like, because we've talked for, like, a month type thing, and, like, halfway through the month, I get with this other chick. That chick, kind of a base, but, you know, move past it type thing.
Okay.
Was, like, a week-long relationship, didn't really care too much.
Got it.
But, so then I started talking to them again yesterday, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And, like, what my usually strategy is just, like, telling them some cheesy pickup lines and be like, oh, right then type thing.
Yeah.
Because it gets a good conversation type thing.
Yeah.
And so we go back and forth for a little bit, and by the end, I'm like, oh, like, they tell me, like, once, like, a 10 out of 10. So I was like, oh, so what you're saying is I can pull. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, oh, thanks for the compliment. And I was like, so what you're saying is I can pull you. And so now I'm like, they don't respond for, like, 2-3 hours. So I'm like, fuck. And my sister's, like, sitting next to me, like, seems like she might be mad, but she's overall happy type thing.
Right.
And I have my other friend that's, like, playing video games and just kind of chill. So I'm, like, kind of like, damn, I'm hoping they are like, yeah, and then we can start flirting a little bit more. But what they end up saying is that they're aromantic, which is, like, they just don't like relationships.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn it. But luckily, they were like, hey, if I wasn't, yes, but I am aromantic, so no. So I was like, kind of happy, but kind of not type thing.
Yeah. I think we had a situation like this a couple months ago where the girl was asexual, which is, like, the best way to get rejected in the sense that's, like, you didn't lose. No one's going to win. Like, it's not like she wasn't interested in you. She's just not interested in the concept of...
It's like, yeah, it's like getting rejected by, like, a lesbian, where it's like, oh, well, like...
It was never on the table.
I was... Like, yeah, I can usually envision I was like, oh, well, if I was a chick, like, then, yeah. But, like, I'm not, so...
But you're not.
Really do it.
So there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. But, so, yeah, that sucked, but was like, not terrible.
Well, plus, I mean, your sister had a crush on him, right?
Yeah.
Well,
but,
that would have been messy regardless.
Yeah. But my sister was, like, kind of creepy crushing on him, and it was like, yikes.
How old's your sister?
My sister is a year younger than both of us.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 14.
I'm not laughing at you. I just thought you were way older, my guy. All right. Well,
Just going to high school, actually.
good luck with that. Your life's about to change for the worse, but in a good way.
That doesn't make sense, but all right.
You'll understand when it's over. All right.
All right.
Bless your heart, my child.
Thank you.
God damn these kids. I should have known. Kids in middle school right now, like, they don't give a shit. Their any sexuality, their own any gender. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but they're very open about those things. Like kids born in the 90s, we're all still figuring it out. Should I call yes or no? Yeah, fuck it. Who cares? I'm here for you.
Call from, please.
What's your name?
To accept. Shirley.
Shirley?
Yeah.
Oh, we've called before because I did a pun on you, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was the one that everyone was saying, like, oh, she has a harem.
She has a what?
A harem. Do you know what that is?
Is that Muslim?
No.
Haram?
No,
What is it?
No, a person, like, basically, like, has a lot of, like, people who like them, but, like, they're all trying to make moves on
that's
them.
anime.
The person
That's
doesn't-
anime.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
My roommate talks about that
Yeah.
and how he'll never watch one. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had suitors.
Yeah. It's great news. So I X-blocked me, and that was pretty depressing.
But good.
Yeah, good. I found that pretty sad. Everyone was very happy.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Ooh, yay!" He blocked me, and then yeah. So then I decided to just tell one of the guys. I was like, "Hey, straight up, I was like, hey, I like you." And I don't like the other guys because they're kind of like on and off and they're really mean. He was like, okay, I get it. And then he was like, can we go on a date? And I'm getting ready for the date. And then we'll see how it's going.
Is it tonight?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
He wants to take me to Panera and then he wants to walk around the park.
That's how you do
Like
it,
this-
boy. Let's fucking go. He didn't even, maybe he called in and got my advice because that's probably what I would have told him to do it. Are you nervous?
I am, because I haven't been on one in 4 years.
Well,
Because my ex would never take me on dates. He was like, oh, I don't really want to go anywhere. Or he was like, I don't have any money. I was like, oh, but I'll pay. And he would always just really kind of say no.
well, regardless, don't be nervous. There's nothing to be nervous about. You're not trying to impress. Don't try and impress. He's going to be trying to impress. He's going to try and be 1,000 different people before the date's over.
He
Trying
tried
to...
impressing me yesterday.
Yeah.
'Cause, me and all my friends went to the carnival, and he was like, oh, okay, do you mind if I join you? We're like, yeah, sure. He has this terrifying fear of heights, and he almost puked next to me.
Ah! Oh, my God. How old are you?
I'm 17, he's 18.
Yeah. That is fucking, that's classic 17-year-old machismo trying to be all tough and then puking at a carnival. Oh, that's the worst.
He almost puked on me, and I grabbed his nose and told him to swallow it because I wasn't going to get puked on today.
Well, that's, holy shit, that's baller. All right, well, I'm sure he's fighting off the ego death that was, but just be nice to him.
Everyone was making fun of him, and everyone was like trying to make sure he was okay at the same time, because all they see is him turn like sheet white,
Yeah.
and him like die.
Well, be nice to him. It might not work out, you never know, but I'm sure you're gonna have a fun time regardless going to Panera. I wish you picked a better place. I fucking hate Panera, but besides that,
Hey man, we aren't balling in money right now.
listen, you can go to I'd rather go to McDanks than go to Panera. Panera is overpriced hospital food.
It is true. That is true.
Not a big fan. But regardless, let me know how it goes. I wish you the best of luck, and good job getting rid of that ex, and good job picking the one who actually was nice to you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Bless your heart. Ads, I was excited for the story. I'm sorry. I don't even know how to fix that. It's a little out of my control. Panera slaps. That's so incorrect, bro. If you want a sandwich, go to a sandwich place. If you want soup, go to a soup place. If you want salad, I guess go to Panera, but it's like $7 for a fucking sandwich. That sucks.
Call from.
Peter.
What's your name?
Hello?
Hello?
What do you
hear me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't expect you to answer. I'm sorry, that caught me off guard.
You good? What can I do for you?
I'm sorry. My name is Peter. So I'm in this bad. My friend really likes my.
Wait, well, hold up. Hold up.
Playing
Hold up.
with his
Hold up.
feelings and stuff.
Hold up.
Like
Hold up.
my cousin. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
You were like floating in and out of the mic there.
Oh yeah, I think so. My friend really likes my cousin, and I think my cousin is kind of playing him. She's talking to another guy and him at the same time, so she is pretty much like she's made out with this dude in like the back of a car, and she's still also talking to my friend. So I don't know if I should tell him or not because he's my friend, but my cousin does not want me to tell him that I know this. So it's like, what side do I pick? Because I mean, she's kind of playing him.
Yeah, fuck your cousin. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have said those words.
No, I think he kind of deserves that because
yeah,
he's playing with his feelings like that.
That's like, I honestly think like having a good friend, like depending on how close you are to your family, but cousins are cousins, friends are friends. You pick your friends. You don't pick your cousins. If your cousin's being a piece of shit, let them know. Like that's messed up. Definitely pick your friend over the situation because your friend's not doing anything wrong and she is. There's no morality to just being quiet, especially if you knew and then it comes out that you knew. That's bad news. So yeah, rat her out.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
No problem. Have a good one.
Thank you, everyone.
Did not mean to say fuck your cousin. Anyway. Hi, Koala Paws. Cola Paws. Cola Paws. Some interesting word, fathers. Oh, making out in cars. You don't make out in cars anymore? I do it every weekend. I just find a car and a person. Just get in the back. Usually an Uber driver.
Call from
Luke.
Luke, how we doing?
Oh, what's up?
What up? What can I do for you?
So basically, I asked this girl out on a date, let's call it a couple days ago, and I don't know where to go.
Oh, you
Like
called
what
the right
to do for the date.
called the right person. So how old are you?
17.
Okay, so you got a car, so that's not a problem. And where do you live? Don't be specific, but like suburban, rural. What are we doing?
Rural.
Like Cowtown shit?
Not really.
Well, what do you like? Do you have like mini golf? Do you got like what do you got? It's better to do.
That's the thing. There's not a lot to do in my area.
So it's really good to find an activity. So B tier or shit tier really is the movies. Movies suck because you can't talk.
Yeah.
And the whole time you're just thinking about like, should I touch her? Put my arm around her shoulder? Like it's just awkward as fuck.
Yeah.
B tier is just getting dinner. Like you could just sit there, but the problem is, you just have to you have to talk the whole time. Which if you're dating someone, that's fine. But if you're just figuring each other out and you're both sweating it out and really trying to think, and then there's a lull, and then you both just like look at your phones or look at the food, like it's just fucking awkward. But it's not bad if you can keep up. It's good. But you always want to do a shared activity. So like the person who called earlier, they're going to Panera and then they're going to go on a walk. And if you can like go in the woods and like fucking throw an axe at a tree, like just some dumb activity that you can both, or like a board game. Board games are always fun because you can like kind of be a little shitty, have a little controversy, like you're like, oops, sorry, and like see how she handles it, see if she gives you a little shit back. Like just a shared activity is always the best move, and plus it's kind of cute. You don't want to come off as cheap, so maybe food and then do the board game. But as long as it's like an activity you can do together, that's the best move.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for the information.
No problem, dog.
Shouts out to you.
Preach. And then in the sense that it's the first date. I don't know what kids are doing these days, but, take it slow. It's always way more impressive as a guy to be like, don't even, like, you're supposed to kiss, like, when they leave and stuff. Don't even think about it.
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit about that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, just, like, I wish I could tell myself in the past, like, if you just don't do it, if you just act like, oh, yeah, that's not even on the table right now. Like, save it for, like, the second or third date, they'll be like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? And then like it just has this mystique. Like, is he horny? Is he just not into me? And then you continue on with that. So that's my advice to you, my guy.
All right.
Oh,
thanks.
good point. Good point. Someone just said don't take a
What?
girl in the woods. Don't do that.
Oh yeah, no.
Maybe on the outskirts, like near a field, but don't go in the woods. That's murder central. Good point. I forgot about that. But besides that, I wish you the best of luck, my guy.
Yeah. Bye.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
Fuck, I hung up while you saying thank you. No problem, guy. If you're still listening. Yeah, don't take a girl in the woods. I forgot men murder women a lot. Board game bars, yes, but Gwen, these are children.
Call from
My name is Hugo.
Nice. Hugo, what can I do for you?
Hey, Father. How are you, mate?
Good. Are you? What the fuck? Are you Australian?
Yeah, mate. I called in 2 months ago. You might not remember. That's fine.
I do. I know. I
called
remember
in-
you because I told you if
Yeah.
you're just Australian, girls will think you're cute regardless.
Yeah. So I actually listened to your advice and I took that in. I've grown out a mullet, so
Nice!
maybe that might have been
Let's
might have
go.
been a step too far, but
No,
fuck it, you
absolutely
only live once
not.
Anyway.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So I called in because that girl that I danced with, things have escalated with her, and she's confusing. I really don't know what she's trying to tell me, or if she's trying to tell me anything at all.
Okay. Break it down.
All right. So basically, after the dance, I told you she ghosted me, and her reasoning was that she didn't really want to get into a relationship with me because I was in the class and stuff. I'm not really sure. She wasn't really clear with it.
Right.
But after that, we slowly morphed back into like somewhat friends. Now we kind of like laugh about how she ghosted me. She said she apologized for it. She said it was kind of immature. She shouldn't have done it. I'm like, all right, cool. So we're back to square one, and I'm like, all right, let's build it up. Maybe I can shoot my shot again, and we can work something out. I'm building things back up again. We're getting better and better friends. We're talking more in class, laughing. Great. And then, I befriend her best friend, and I talk to her about how I'm into, the girl I dance with.
Yep.
And I'm trying to, see if her best friend can tell me anything that would, hint at a way that she would, or if she was ready for something like a relationship related. And she said, yeah, she said that she was open for something like that. I'm like, all right, great. So I hit up the girl that I dance with, the girl that I like. I hit her up, I text her, and we talk I try to build something. We talk. I asked her how her day was. Everything was great. Great conversation. She has to go. Cool. Then she's after that, she's sending me full face pics on Snap. Snapchat's kind of like a big thing for me when I'm talking to her because that's the only way I talk to her.
Right.
Sending me more and more, flirty sort of things. And then suddenly ceiling pictures, just, cold shoulder. And then I'm like, oh, did I do something? I didn't do anything. She's sending me full face pics again. She's going in and out of this sort of hot, cold sort of thing.
Right.
One day being really nice to me, the next day not talking to me at all, and I really don't know what she's doing. And then her best friend tells me that she wants me to, or she wants me to know that she's open. I'm like, all right, great. So maybe she's trying to get me to shoot my shot. So I do, and then she just leaves me unopened, and then pretends like I never said anything. And then she's being nice to me again, then she's giving me the cold shoulder, and it's just in and out, and I really don't know what's happening.
So you're in turmoil, emotionally, right? This is a nightmare. Yeah. And
yeah, I'm losing my mind.
So there's nothing, you win or you lose here, you're still going to be in a better spot, because you're not going to be dealing with this bullshit. So this is when we go full balls to the wall, show all your cards, and be like, listen, even in a text, in person, over the phone, just straight up be like, hey, what are we doing? Let's communicate what the fuck we're talking about. Because if she's just playing with you, which it seems like she is, you deserve more, and that's bullshit. So if you lay out the line hey, listen, I like you, I like you, I asked you out, you ignored me, and now we're just pretending things are cool, that's fine if you don't want to do anything with me, but I'm not someone to play with. I'm not a toy. So this is what I feel. I still like you. I think you're a great person, but if we're just going to mess around this whole time, I got better things to do. So,
yeah.
She's waiting for a reaction from you, and if you don't just blow up, or if you don't get all sad boy, if you just straight up say I am a human, I am a human being, and if you treat me like this, I'm gonna not be into this anymore. So let's talk about it. And if she doesn't have the emotional maturity to have the conversation with you, then you're out, bro. She'll be nice, and they'll do this thing where once you try and get out. Oh, all of a sudden, it's great text every day. All of a sudden, she's being really sweet to you. All of a sudden, you really want to get back in there. And then once you fucking open up again, she'll shut it down again. It's just going to be a back and forth thing. So just talk about it. Talk about it. And then if she's a dick, really walk away for 3 months. And then maybe she'll realize her error of her ways. But that's the game plan.
Yeah. All right. All in. Balls to the walls. Let's go, mate.
Got it.
I'll shoot my shot. Thanks, buddy.
Bless your
I'll
heart.
talk to you later, father.
Have a good one.
All right.
That's why I like Australians. No nonsense. Have you guys seen that clip of that Australian guy trying to sell his house on a market, and in the selling it says no Asians? And like the guy is like interviewing him, and he's like, "So why did you list no Asians?" And he's just like, "I just don't like them." And then it comes out he said no agents in his Australian accent over the phone. He's like, "The crooks, all of them." "Oh, you said no agents." Yeah, I hate them.
Call from
Julie.
What's your name?
Oh, Julie.
Julie? Jolie?
I'm trans. It's Julie.
Okay. Julie, got it. What can I do for you?
Okay, so basically, there is this me and my boyfriend. We've been dating for about 2-ish months, I'd say, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And we had this barbecue recently because fun with some friends, and he said he would bring some like cupcakes, and I was like, cool. And when we got there, oh my god, he put green frosting on the cupcake, and like it's like, who does that? Number one, and I just don't know what to do with him anymore. Like, I don't know.
The issue is he put green frosting on the cupcake?
I am deadly allergic to green frosting.
Okay, well, fucking open with that. I mean, did you say that?
Oh, no, maybe, probably.
Okay, that's probably... I was like, this person's insane. Why would that be an issue? Okay, and did he know that?
I don't, probably. Maybe not.
Did you ever bring it up to him?
I don't know. I don't... okay, I know I'm ridiculous as it sounds and I don't mention that, but like, still. Okay, but like... Yeah,
I mean, did you talk to him about it?
I just didn't eat the cupcake.
Okay, so where is the issue here? You've done nothing for nobody. This is a non-problem.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Just let him know you're allergic to the color green. That's that's the issue here. Are you mad at him?
I'm a little mad at him. I kind of just stopped messaging him.
How old are you?
I'm like 14.
Okay. Let's get our mentality together. Perhaps a slight overreaction on your part. Perhaps
Maybe.
break down why you may be upset. And perhaps let him know about your medical history before we blow things out of proportion.
Yeah, you may be right.
No, I'm definitely right. So,
There's a chance.
let's smooth things over a little bit. Text him. Let him know what's up. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Speechless. I don't know what to say. Next caller.
Call from
My name's Andrew.
Andrew.
accept, press
How we doing?
No way! No way! Oh my god, I'm so excited. You have no clue.
Word. What can I do for you?
Alright, so I have this really great story about this girl that I'm no longer in contact with. Would you like to hear it?
Does it involve any type of sexual assault or allegations?
I can leave that part out if you would like.
I don't know why I knew that was going to be a part of the story, but yes, please leave that out. Yeah.
Alright, got you. Okay, so back in February of last year, I had this girl on Snapchat. And we were just talking, having a good time. I was on the way to my cousin's wedding in the mountains. It was great. And so at the wedding, I had a little bit of fun juice. And so it kind of I don't really remember much. But apparently I was crying to her about something. I don't know what, but
she confessed. I don't remember that part, but whew, okay, sorry. Just really. All right, it's good. I'm good.
Okay.
But time goes on. We start talking a little bit more. We start dating. But what she didn't really tell me was that she was still, like, not over her ex, which was probably the worst thing she could have said.
Right. Definitely a bummer.
And so we broke up. It was just mutual agreement that it just wasn't a good time.
Yeah.
So we just didn't talk for a few months, and then out of the blue, she goes, "Hey." I go, "Hey." And so we start talking again, and I realized, shit, I still have the same feelings. And so we keep talking, and she starts talking to other dudes. I start talking to other girls. We're still friends. But yeah, I still have those feelings. So then I ended up going to my aunt's, and I had a little more of that fun stuff. And apparently, I started talking to her and saying how I still had feelings. And she said she still wasn't over that guy, but she said one day, which kind of sucked because like, it just like made me think, okay, I still have a chance. It's gonna be all right.
No, yeah.
And so then I started dating girls trying to get over her, which was not the smart move on my part. And so eventually, it gets to the point where we're both flirting, we're having a great time, and then she gets a boyfriend out of nowhere. Like, we're still flirting, and then she gets a boyfriend. So then I had to cut that off with her.
Yeah.
So, like, cut like the flirting part, but we're still friends. And so then he does some not nice things to her, but she stayed with him, which was the weirdest part about it. She stayed with him, and I really don't understand how or why she would do that, but
it's a common thing. You don't know how to get out. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, I get that, but well, eventually they break up, and like the first or second text after she told me that they broke up was she asked me to come over, which was a dumb thing for me to accept. I went over, we had a great time, and before I left, we hugged, and she started crying in my arms. It was actually really sad.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of kept flirting and talking, and then she invited me over one last time, and it was pretty platonic for like the first half, and then towards the nighttime it just got a lot more flirty, a little more touchy, and it was PG-13, don't worry.
Yeah.
And so we went to her pool, and then like halfway through my dad just casually shows up without telling me. And so I have to get out, and I change, and she's like, "Hey, do you need a bag for your shorts?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And we get to the kitchen, and her parents aren't home, but her sister's in the living room, and you can't see. So I knew exactly what she was trying to do. And we just kind of look at each other. It's like kind of like that kind of moment. And we just kissed. It was actually a pretty good kiss.
Word.
And then we pulled off of each other, and we both kind of had that look in our eyes like that was a terrible idea. But then we just start making out of nowhere. Like I wasn't expecting it, she wasn't expecting it. Just kind of happened like that, you know?
Right.
And then that night, she kind of did some things to herself that weren't nice to her. And her friend told me about it, which, terrible friend. You don't kind of just casually say that.
Right.
You don't kind of just expose that. And so I realized if I was in any way affecting her in that kind of way, I can't really do that. Like I can't continue to be friends with her if
Right.
it was my fault. I asked her about it, and basically it was my fault. So I kind of just cut it off with her and haven't talked to her since.
You should probably talk to her.
I should talk to her.
Yeah. That's a wild assumption to make. That was your fault.
Well, she did kind of confirm it. She said it was indirectly my fault.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was indirectly your fault, but you were like, it's not the match's fault that the fire started if someone threw the match on the gasoline. Like, you were just a part of it. Just, I'm not saying reach out to her to be like, let's get this going again, but just reach out to her. You don't want her to think that, because people in that mental state, there's a kid who called in once, and he was really down in the dumps. Definitely did some things he shouldn't have done to himself, but it was just because he thought he was just a burden, and he thought everyone was, even though people were affecting him in a bad way, he thought he was the problem. And all you need is someone to reach out to them and say, like, hey, listen, like, we're here for you, and you're not the issue. You're not just, like, to her, like, even though you were kind of part of the problem, like, she feels like, oh, that's another person I fucking hurt. That's another person I turned away. So just be a friend. Just reach out. No more flirting. She needs someone. So just be, you don't even have to continue to text her. Just reach out to her and say, like, hey, I hope you're doing all right. I hope things are going all right. And do everything you can to not get real flirty with her. Just be a nice guy.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Also, sorry for screaming at the beginning. I was really excited.
No problem. I completely forgot you did that. But bless your heart, my son.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
Talk to her and make sure she isn't trying to. There you go. Tug's patience is incredible. Some people take longer to get where they need to go. I got a package. Sorry. Oh, we hit 20,000 followers. Huzzah! Fuck! We did it.
Call from
Kim.
To accept, press 1.
Hello?
Hey.
What's your name?
Kim.
Kim, how old are you?
I don't really want to say that, but I am in high school.
Oh, okay. Okay. You sound very, very young, so I was kind of worried. But what can I do for you?
Sorry, my mics always make me look or sound really high pitched. So.
Okay, no problem. What can I do for you?
I kind of had this like friend, and stuff is going on, and I need advice to like know how to take it.
Sure.
'Cause my whole family is like freaking out on me about it and like calling me dramatic and stuff.
Okay.
So basically, sorry, I have a bird. Basically, this friend was like my best friend all last year. Like, but she's switching schools next year, and this friend hasn't really been like a good friend to me. But like my whole family loves her and everything. Like we took her to Disneyland for a week.
Right.
And everything. But I don't know. I'm just having a tough time with her, 'cause like sometimes she'll just be really disrespectful to me. But then like I don't know, it's weird. And then also like her dog like bit my sister.
Okay.
Like bad. And my whole family was like, oh, like that's weird. And then like her dad blamed my sister for it, and it was just weird.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't know what to do, because I've talked to other people and they're just like, hey, distance like yourself, because she made me like cry one time, like really bad. Like
Yeah.
she's just kind of like not that cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, but she's really nice. But then also I think she's like into me, because she has tried kissing me a few times, and it's weird.
Oh, it's a he?
No, it's she.
Oh, it's she. I thought you said he. Okay. Well, regardless, definitely. So you're in high school now, right? And
Yeah.
I've talked to kids like you before. And in middle school, you don't pick your friends. Your friends pick you because you're just in close proximity. Like, it's not. If you had a whole different school with a whole bunch of different people, you'd have different friends. It's not like you found this person in a sea of people. Like you're, oh, fantastic, this person's perfect for me. It's just a situation of circumstance. So, once you get to high school, you have a little bit better chance of picking your friends. When you get to college, you have the perfect chance to pick your friends. But right now, it's time to reinvent yourself and kind of clear out the bracket, the list of people who, snakes in the grass. And this person, obviously, they're making you feel bad. Friends don't make you feel bad. None of my friends make me cry. None of them. Not one of my friends makes me cry. And I'm an adult. because I picked the right people around me.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be making you cry. Shouldn't be making you feel that bad. If someone can be, I get you get into fights, things that can be conflict. That's fine. But if they're just being nasty, that's not a friend, right?
Yeah, but also my sister, when she was at Disneyland, I kind of told my sister all this stuff, like, 'cause she's, like, done stuff to me, like, she switches up whenever she's on calls with her friends, like, she FaceTimes when she's at, like, my house hanging out with me, with other people, and my dad had made her dinner, and then she got on a call with, like, her friends, and she started just, like, bashing on my dad's dinner, like, right in front of him and everything. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, this is rude. Like, I wouldn't. She does a lot of stuff where it's like I would never do that. Like,
Yeah,
I can't understand why they would do that.
Yeah.
But then my parents are like, well, she didn't grow up around that, blah, blah, blah. I'm
No.
like, but still, like, that's just not stuff you would do.
No, that's a
And my
that's,
sister,
yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, and my sister told her, she was like, oh, next year, like, she's going to, like, not hang out with you. She's going to replace you, like, blah, 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 blah. So then my friend kind of started freaking out, like, you can't do that to me. Like, I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen. And I was like, oh, God.
Well, you know how she can make sure that doesn't happen is by treating you right, and that's not her game plan. You should replace her. I don't know how you're going to do this. I'm sure you'll figure it out. That's what humans do. But this person's not good. The biggest red flag of a friend you can have is they switch it up around other friends. If they're way nicer to you one-on-one than they are with other people, they got self-esteem issues.
Yeah.
They don't respect you as a person. They are getting everything they want out of the friendship without giving anything up. And that is not good. And this person's terrible.
Yeah, and the person that my sister said I would replace her with is the person that my friend hates the most. Like, she absolutely hates this one girl, and we're on the cheer team together. Like, not me and my friend, me and the other girl. And, like, she hates that girl because it's a whole thing. And she's, like, won't let me go now. Like, I've been trying to distance myself for, like, a good 2 months.
Well, Jess, you gotta be a strong girl. You gotta be a strong gal. Just get the hell out of there. Buckle down.
Yeah.
There's gonna be drama, but you're gonna come out stronger and in a better place if you really distance yourself from this person. Like, really delete the number and stuff like that.
All right. Thank you so much, Father.
No problem. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. God bless.
Dog bless. Being a kid's hard, man. Do I call through the normal phone app? You can call any way you want, as long as you can type in that number and it starts ringing. Google Voice, other things.
Call from
Tegan.
Tegan?
Hello?
What's your name?
Tegan, yeah.
Is there a nickname for that?
What do you mean? Is that a nickname?
No.
My name.
I'm
T.
saying, like, what nicknames do you have? Like T? Do people call you T?
Nope, just Tegan.
Interesting.
Sorry to disappoint. Just
No,
Tegan.
it's fine. I mean, my name's Tucker, and the only nickname is Tuck, and I fucking hate it. So I was just wondering if you shared my pain. But anyway, go ahead.
Can I address you as Father Tuck?
Yeah. I mean, people call it Tug, but you can call me Tuck, sure.
All right, Father. So I'm in a little bit of a, I guess, a sinkhole. So a couple months ago, on February 14th, I dumped possibly, like, the worst boyfriend I've ever had. He lied to me. He had female friends that made me feel very uncomfortable and didn't really do much to alleviate my concerns.
Right.
And he kind of lied. He kind of bamboozled me when I was about to, like, meet his parents. He was like, "You're gonna meet them. They're gonna love you. Like, you're such, like, an awesome, like, smart, pretty lady. Like, blah blah blah. Like, all of that, you know."
Right.
And then he was, like, an athlete, so this was at one of his games. And then the game ends, and, like, I see him come up to his parents, and then they just, like, they say something. He says something back, and then they leave. And I'm just sort of like, huh. So I confront him, and it's not good. I'm a very chill person by nature. I pride myself on that. I don't yell. I don't like yelling. It hurts my throat.
Right.
But that day, like, I kind of went, like,
popped off.
ape shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then basically, like,
it just like it went down in the worst way possible. So I was in kind of a spot where I needed to be like driven back to where I needed to go.
Right.
So I tried to like play nice. I like pretended to forgive him, but then like his friends like started coming up to me, and then they were like, "Did you yell at him because of like this girl? Like this girl thinks that like you yelled at him because you know you thought she was cheating or he was cheating on you with her." And I'm like, "No, that's not like what happened at all." But then like they all kind of like start ganging up on me and then like saying like really rude things to my face, and it's just like very it was a really stressful day.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was pretty upsetting. So I dumped him, and then a month and a half later, after we break up, it was a mature breakup, at least on my end, and but a month and a half later, hold up, let me find the text. So after a little bit of a back and forth, he sends me this beautiful, eloquent message of, let's see, let me find it. Want to do it in some of the places in your dorm like we used to talk about?
Oh, you're in college?
Yeah. I'm in college and I'm having these problems.
What year college?
Oh, I just finished up my first year.
Okay, all right, okay. I was going to say, these are problems that you should not be dealing with. Is this kid from high school or did you meet in college?
We met in college.
Okay. Is he in a frat?
So, no, he was an athlete though, so same thing.
Chip on the shoulder, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck this dude. Not,
yeah.
I don't mean like to actually do that. I'm saying like in a larger sense, fuck this person. Just awful piece of shit. And, you know, you're worth more. What did he text you? Do you want to bang in places in your dorm like we talked about?
Hold up, let me find this thing again. Want to do it in some of the places in your dorm like we used to talk about verbatim. That's what he said.
What time of day did he text you that?
It was bold. It was like let's see, it was around 4 p.m.
That's not even like horny time. That's just like thinking about it. All right.
Just bold.
Well, it's not bold. He was just trying to get a reaction out of you. He was just being a dick.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't replied yet, so like I just like.
When did he text you?
A while ago, to be honest, like months. I just haven't replied because like I didn't know. Just leave it.
I mean, it's too late to be shitty now, but I would have said like, yeah, I was actually gonna fuck your friend in those places, so thank you for reminding me. Like, I would have just been so shitty to him. Like, fuck this dude. Like, he's a piece of shit, and you're worth more than that. And I really think, you know, freshman year is when you make your mistakes. I think these coming years are gonna be really good to you, and I think that this was just a bad example of what things can be, if you get what I'm saying.
Father Tuck, what's bad is that he was very good at the NSFW things, and like he had me for a minute there. Like I got that text and I sat there and I was pretty disappointed in the fact that I was considering it.
Well, here's the thing. There's rules to life, right? And one of the rules I was taught at an early age, well, not that early, but one of the rules I learned really quickly, you know, people say don't stick your dick in crazy, or don't just fuck someone who's crazy.
All right. Thank you, Father Tuck.
I'm not done. Wait, that's not the end of it.
Oh, okay.
Because that's a good rule, but normal, sweet people have normal, sweet sex. And crazy people have crazy sex. So you're always gonna be caught up a little bit on the crazy ones, because they do some wild shit. But if you have a good, sweet person, you can work together and make the sex crazy. But you just that's how people catch you.
Father Tuck, that explains everything. Oh no.
Yep, them's the rules. Them's the rules. That's why you don't do it, because you see. There's so many examples of people just being like, I fucking hate them. They're the worst. But god damn it, like it's still that 2 a.m. text. You're like, it's right there and it's fucking awesome. But it's not. Once you find someone who's actually dope, you can work some shit out. Just focus on finding someone who's dope.
All right.
All right?
Man. Thank you, Father Tuck. I've been enlightened.
No problem. Bless your heart.
Thank you. Bye.
That being said, you can also find a crazy person who's great. And it's a loophole. You just got to find someone who's a little mentally ill, you know? A little off the rocker. I was planning on what I would call in for, but then I realized I need therapy. Yeah, sometimes people use me as a therapist, which is not great because I'm not licensed.
Call from
Kingston.
What's your name?
to accept.
Kingston.
Kingston. What can I do for you? Oh, you're in the chat,
my
aren't
God.
you?
Yeah. King 12th.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I've been talking to Jeff for a while. Okay, so I'm going to a dance tonight, and I've been trying to get this girl to come with me. I've started liking her. I've been liking her for like 2 months. We've been friends for a really, really long time.
Right.
And I don't know what to do.
Well, what do you mean you've been trying to go to the dance with her? What have you done?
Okay, so I've invited her multiple times. I've like tried to like ask if I can like drive her or get my parents to drive her.
Right.
Like so we can both go. But like the time's not working out. She's been sick for a bit, and I'm like, because I'm planning on trying to tell her at the dance. So I'm like confused. If it doesn't work out, I'm gonna try and tell her over text. But like, yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want to tell you not to do this because these are important mistakes to make. But this is tough. All signs are pointing to no. So if she was really ready and ripe for you to go to the dance with you, she would have said yes regardless. And you've asked multiple times, and she said no a bunch. And confessing your feelings at
it's not like she's saying like no.
Yeah.
Like it's not like she's saying no. Like she's been sick for like a couple weeks now, so it's not like, oh, I can't go, I'm sick, just out of the blue. Like because she's been sick for a couple weeks.
Is she going to the dance?
I don't know.
Well, if she's at the dance, drop it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I'm trying to save you, because, like, so many guys your age go to the dance, confess their love in front of everyone, get fucking shot down, and then you don't put yourself back out there for the next however many times. If you're going to confess your love to someone, try and do it in the most secluded way possible. You don't want an audience, because odds are at your age it's not going to go well, which is fine. Everyone swings and misses at your age. Just be aware. Just be smart. Self-preservation skills are very, very important at your age. So if she's at the dance, even though she told you you're sick, read the room, realize that probably wasn't going to happen in the first place, back out. Have fun with your boys. All right?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Father.
No problem. Bomb defused. Holy hell. Safety is the number one thing.
Call from
Walter.
Walter, how you
to
doing?
accept, press 1.
Doing great. How are you today?
Good. Where are you from, boy?
I am from Oregon.
I don't
Central
know.
Oregon.
I don't know why I always get southern accents out of the Pacific Northwest people. I don't know why. I know you don't have one now, but whatever. What can I do for you, Walter?
Hey, I've got a bit of an ethical dilemma that I'm in that I could use some help with.
Sure.
I'm in my 30s. About a year ago, got out of a 10-year relationship. It was really devastating, but I've made great strides.
Nice.
I decided, you know what, I'm going to try the Tinder scene and whatnot, and I found out, hey, that's really fun, and that's really cool. But the problem is, well, I guess I should just back up just slightly, and I'll make this kind of brief. But my relationship ended because I wound up having an emotional affair with a coworker. And I've never had any behavior like that before, but I realized like my relationship was just starving me of some very important, vital things. I was lying to myself and decided, yeah, I'm going to pursue an affair, and, you know, reality caught up to me and it fell through. Well, I ended up, the affair partner that I had ended up, when I tried to go back to my 10-year relationship, I turned down and basically burnt both bridges on both sides. So I was kind of screwed, and I was like, well, I'll be single for a while and date around and see how that goes. Anyway, it's been like a year approximately, but I haven't been dating really for about 6 months ago. And
Well, about a month ago, I unfortunately took a blood test and found out, oh, I've got herpes type 1 and type 2. Now, it's possible that type 2 is a false positive because it's very low on the threshold, and people online are saying you should test again. And so yesterday I got another test. I won't find out until next week. But worst case scenario, I do have type 1 and type 2 herpes, which you can imagine is like really devastating to hear. And I think it's incredibly common, but also it's very stigmatized. And so I've kind of spent the last month essentially getting over that and dealing with it and coping with it. Well, the ethical dilemma that I'm calling you about, Father Tucker, is that 2 weeks ago almost, the affair partner called me and said, hey, so my ex and I are totally done, and I know it can never work again, and I'm not calling you to like do anything other than to say I really miss having you as a friend. You were like my best friend, and I don't know if we want to pursue anything. I would be okay with it, but you know, if you wouldn't, I'd understand. But I at least want to be your friend. Like, you were a really cool person, and I was, you know, like super excited, and I immediately was like, heck yeah. And anyway, things are getting like, you know, like we're trying to be like, hey, we're just friends, although like the flirting is like out of control. It's just like it was before. And we'll try and be respectful and responsible. But the problem I have is she doesn't know that I have HSV1 that I have HSV1 and 2. And I'm waiting for probably 3 blood tests that will like basically prove without a doubt, no, you definitely do have this. And then I'm going to tell her. But someone else told me, yeah, that's a little deceptive. You should stop stringing her along like, you know, things are fine. People need to know. And I would never have sex with her without giving her, you know, that understanding. But I'm thinking it might be another month, maybe a month and a half before I take that final test. It's this like really special high quality test that you have to order. But Father Tucker, am I being a deceptive, manipulative guy by wanting to withhold that information? I mean, we're just friends, although we're flirting and talking like we're basically boyfriend, girlfriend.
Right. Well, that's the thing. So, like, why wouldn't you tell her now?
I wouldn't want to tell her now because I want to be positive. Poor choice of words. I want to be certain that my HSV2 is or is not, like, positive.
Right.
Because it's still low on the threshold, but it could be. And if it's just that I have HSV1, well, I mean, like my nephew and my brother have.
Yeah, that's just cold sores, right? Like, that's just
exactly.
80% of the population has that one. But,
exactly.
You know, you have one positive test. And I know it can be a false positive often. But, you know, if she's not into that, like, be like, hey, listen, this is the case. This is what we're into right now. Might be a possibility. But, like, it's maybe a positive. Like, you have to let her know about that. Because if you get her emotionally tied up in you and then you drop the bomb,
yeah,
definitely not a good look.
That's apt. I totally agree. Yeah, that is the worst.
But the thing is, though, like, you come off honest, and then, like, she's like, oh, well, I'm not, regardless of what she says. If she says she's not into that, and then, like, you know, a month later, you're like, oh, turns out it was negative. Like, it was just a false alarm. Then you're back to going, and you were honest. Like, there's nothing much to lose there. But if she's not into it regardless, and you are positive, then, you know, that was going to happen regardless. So it's better to just be honest, and then you can tell her later down the line if it turns out to be negative, we're golden. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, that clarifies it a bit. That's true.
Also, in the sense of your mental health, if it does come back positive, I've had this conversation a lot because I took a class in college about sexual health, and there's no way to have this conversation without sounding like you have herpes yourself. I don't. I've been tested. But I do want to say that even though it is one of the scariest ones because it's permanent, it really is easy to live with in the sense that it's like most people don't even have symptoms when it comes up. And if you do have symptoms, the first 2 flare-ups are like the worst. And then after that, it's like barely noticeable. It is contagious when the flare-ups are going and even when it's not. But it's like eczema. It's like super manageable. So if it does come back positive, you know, you made some mistakes. You were banging around. That's what happens. But, you know, it's definitely livable with. It's not like you're going to be a freak for the rest of your life with your whole body in pox because you committed a sin. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's the Lord's way of punishing me for being a slut.
Yep.
But yeah, well, just kidding. Okay, well, yeah, good. I think I'm going to tell her next Tuesday. I expect to get the second results back. I mean, I guess I could say why not now.
Well, if it's just till next Tuesday, I think that's fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You got like 4 days.
Yeah. Awesome. Well,
right.
Thank you, Father Tucker.
No
Appreciate your
problem.
time.
That story took so many turns I was not expecting, but I'm glad we got here. Bless your heart.
Hey, me too. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. What a life he's living. That was wild. See you next Tuesday. There's probably going to be a TikTok. I don't know. I don't even know if that's... I mean, the story itself was crazy, but I don't know. That was...
Call from
Bella.
Bella, how you doing?
I'm good.
Are you?
No, not really.
What can I do for you?
So I have like this very big problem with my ex and my current friend.
Okay.
So me and my ex were pretty good on terms, and I was like, I really caught feelings for him again, which by the way is our third time broken up. We've broken up 3 times in total.
Right.
Right. So me and him were like on good terms, and another one of my exes had gotten in touch with me, became friends with me and whatever. He got mad and ghosted me.
Which
so
one? Wait, which one?
off.
Which one ghosted you?
The one I liked.
The on and off again one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, I guess that's not gonna work out for us no more. And after that happened, I had gotten in touch with one of my best friend's brother. I'm not proud of this.
Right.
But me and him are very close. But I found out recently that he's a hoe. I'm gonna be honest, he really is. Like he goes through 5 girls a week. And I caught feelings for him. And while I was talking to my ex, I was talking to him because my ex was talking to his ex-girlfriend. And it's a big mess, and I don't know what to do because the guy I currently like, my friend's brother, has a girlfriend.
Is he throwing things your way?
Yes.
Girl. Sweetheart.
Mhm.
You're tangled. You weaved a wicked web. So we have some choices to make, right?
Yeah.
So we are, like, you made the bed, and you're lying in it right now. But you can unmake the bed, but that's going to be hard. It's easier to get into the pool than it is to get out, right? So we're going to have to, come clean a little bit and at least cut off 2/3 of the situation. So pick the mess you're most comfortable with and then fucking make amends with everything else you've done. So what's best case scenario? Who do you want to end up with?
With my friend's brother.
Oh God, I wish you would have said anyone else but that. Okay, so well, if he's hot, right? That's why you like him. He's hot.
He has a great personality. He's funny. He gets me a lot. He was there for me when I broke up with my ex.
This guy has a girlfriend, doesn't he?
Sadly, yes.
Was that? You gonna be a homewrecker?
I'm not trying to, but I know his girlfriend, and she's cheating on him, but she doesn't want me to tell him.
I don't want to ask you where you live, but I want to find out so I never go to this fucking town in my life. This is just fucking rats eating rats, dude. What the fuck? All right.
It's bad.
Well, 1 second. Let me fix my fucking green screen. How do you know she's cheating on him?
Because I'm friends with her, and I had asked her how she was doing. She's like, I'm good. She's like, but so-and-so. I'm like, yeah, we're friends. She's like, oh, I'm cheating on him with another dude. I'm like, what? I thought she was kidding at first. And then she tells me, and I know the other dude, too.
All right. So here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
You're already so toxic that...
I know.
No, it's fine. I mean, it seems like you're a product of your environment because, God forbid, anyone else near you is doing well. So let's lean into it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get what you want out of this. You're going to burn this girl regardless. That's what your game plan is, right?
Yeah.
Let him know. Show him the text.
Okay.
Then you win. Then you get the boy. She's out of there. Everyone's destroying each other, but you get what you want out of it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Thank you, Father.
No problem. Bless your heart. I wish you the best of luck.
I'll update you soon.
Thank you. Bless your heart. Midge, thank you for subscribing. Also, Vanolia, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Banana Joy, was that yesterday? You guys wonder why I can only do the show 2 days a week? The mental drain that these people can be.
Call from
Van.
What's your name?
To accept, press.
Van?
V-A-N?
Yeah.
What can I do for you, Van?
Hi. So I just have a little down bad story. I don't need advice. But so me and my friend were gonna hang out at her house, and we were gonna hang out, and so we were walking to her house, and I started like holding her hand. Like I asked, like, oh, can I hold your hand? And she's like, oh yeah, sure. So we hold hands, and I had a crush on the friend. We met at like Pride Club, which is really funny because gay. But we were gonna hang out and do like English homework. This was in middle school, and so anyways, back to the story. We were going to her house, and I asked to hold her hand. And then I asked to kiss her cheek, which was so stupid. I don't know, that I asked to kiss her cheek, and she was like, yeah, sure. So I kissed her cheek, and then she kissed mine, and then we get to her house, and then we go up to her room, and we, like, start doing homework. And then, like, I forget, like, what exactly happened, but then we start making out for, like, a whole 20 minutes.
All right.
It was...
That's not down bad. That's the opposite of down bad. That's up good. You did what could have gone worse? What could have gone better?
I mean, okay, so then we started dating after that, and like it lasted 2 days because I didn't want to be in the relationship anymore, and I broke up with her, and then this is where it gets down bad. A couple months later, a friend's birthday comes up, and we go to the friend's birthday, and we're both there, and then we start making out at our friend's house.
Once again, where's the bad?
Because it was at a friend's birthday party.
Shit happens.
And like, I guess this was also in like 7th grade, so it was like yeah. And then we, texted each other afterward, and then it went nowhere. We're still friends now, and it's funny because they're dating my ex-best friend.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good though. We're good, and we're still like really close. Yeah, that's my story.
It just sounds like you have a really good friend. That's all this sounds like. I mean, hey, these are your formative years. You try stuff out, doesn't work, whatever. You're figuring out who you are, and they're figuring out who they are. This isn't down bad.
Yeah.
You got a lot of down bad coming. I'll tell you that much. But until then, you don't know what it is, and it's fine. But you'll call again in 2 years, and you'll understand how bad things can get. And I'm saying that with love, and you're going to be a better person for it. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Bless your heart.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Father.
Oh, boy. Wrigley26, are you from Chicago? 2,024 followers. Thank you guys so much. You make me feel like I'm famous.
Call from
Sam.
To To
Sim,
accept, press.
what can I do for you?
Hello.
Hello.
Wow, I did not expect to get through. Can you hear me all right?
1 second. I just gotta ban this person. Ban. All right, good. Sorry, someone said some gross shit.
All right.
Anyway.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I'm trying to be like a little on the anonymous side. So the name that I put through is not my real name.
Okay.
No. I lie about that being my name often. So if you do call me by that, then it'll work. But right now my problem kinda is I went through a fairly tough breakup recently.
Right.
It was like kind of tough. I met her through I met her online through a friend of mine, and she recently moved to my town that I live in,
right.
which was like really good. It was cool, but like within like the week of her being there, we did break up. But for almost a year now, me and her were really like, it was like almost a relationship, but it wasn't really. It was like a relationship without the title,
Right.
which never works out apparently, because two people who don't have that title are obviously free to do whatever they want, but you still have that emotional connection.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And she told me like a few weeks ago that she likes someone else, or that she likes someone. And that really sucks.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm I'm not like trying to win her back or anything, but it's just really tough,
Yeah. That's gonna hurt.
God, this sucks.
How recently did this happen?
That what she told me?
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, okay.
And that's just tough, but I really like her, or I guess I shouldn't say really like her, because we got far enough to where I could properly say that I do love her, and we do say that to each other, but not anymore, obviously. But it's just fairly tough.
Yeah.
It sucks.
And
I'm trying my best to kind of move on from it, but
that's all you can do. It's not like there's a secret to it, and you're definitely in the thick of it. You're in the eye of the hurricane. Like, 2 weeks out, heartbroken. How old are you?
18.
Well, have you ever been broken like this?
This would be my first serious relationship, I would say.
Yeah. So this is I'm trying to think of an analogy. It's like getting a vaccine, like the chickenpox vaccine. Like it's the first time your body's introduced to this kind of pain, and you're gonna have reaction to it. You're getting the pox. It's gonna be all over you. But it's one of those things where like it's part of being human. And another thing I need you to realize is it's gonna be over soon. Like, I had a girlfriend in high school. The breakup was messy. It was a fucking nightmare. But I'm still standing. I'm very happy where I am. It took me a little bit longer than it should have taken me to get over it. It's just one of those things. But if you're afraid to put yourself back out there again, you end up in a nursing home, rocking in a chair, having no experiences. It's like getting on a roller coaster. It's like, yeah, it's a lot safer on the ground, but it's a lot more fun once you get up there. And you might fall off and die, but that's part of the fucking game. That's what you're signing up for when you put that bar down. So you're going to go through it for a little bit. I'm going to say it's probably going to take it's going to get a lot easier, but it's going to take 6 months to a year to fully get over this. But once you're over it, you need to be aware that you can't be gun shy. You have to be able to put yourself back out there again. And kids like you, who don't put themselves out there again, they stagnate. They become the person they were in high school the whole time, and then they never grow up. And that's why you see people drinking six-packs on the side of the road, because they never grow up. But you just got to be aware of all these things. Just be aware of how you're feeling, and then build off of that. Okay?
And also one thing is usually all my life I'm not really like a drug and alcohol person.
Yeah.
Like almost like, and she introduced me to marijuana.
Right.
Which I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know what my stance on that even is anymore. Because I think I like the feeling, but I also don't know if I hate that feeling. I feel like she her thing after that was if I ever need anything from her, then I can just go to her for that.
Well, you don't want
Like
your
even-
ex being your weed dealer. I mean, have your fun. You're 18. I don't give a hoot. I mean, you got to be 21. Actually, I forgot. Legalization is not 18. I thought it was 18. Regardless, just don't be an idiot. Don't try and hide your problems through weed. And plus, you really shouldn't smoke at your age that heavily anyway. Maybe like once every couple months, but once you get into it, it really stagnates your mental growth. Your frontal lobe is not fully developed, so just be smart about it. All right?
All right, and I also don't know how to talk to people about this, so
About what?
I guess that could be a good reason as to why I'm calling. About anything that happened in my like I have a hard time expressing how I feel about it, and I have a hard time talking to people about it because it's kind of embarrassing to me as well.
Well,
you know,
it can
wake up seem embarrassing.
It definitely seems embarrassing, but I can tell you, anyone in the chat can tell you, and any one of your boys can tell you, any one of your girlfriends can tell you. Everyone goes through this shit, bro. This is humanity. This is what it is, and if they haven't gone through it, they're gonna. Like, no one gets through life unscathed. No one makes it out alive. Like, it really is just nonsense and trickery until the end. But the point is to find things that make you happy while it happens. So don't be afraid to reach out to people. Plus, I don't know if you've ever been in the situation, but you're sitting on a porch deck with your boy, the party's winding down, you're both a little half in the bag, and then they're like, hey man, I just gotta talk about some shit, and they break it down for you. If you're on the other side of that, you're happy to help. If it's a good friend, you're happy to help. And if they're not being obnoxious about it, I mean, some people trauma dump, but you know, if you just want to reach out for a little help, I'm sure people would be glad to have you. As long as you don't make it like a sob story and how you can get addicted to getting people's attention by having a sad story, but don't fall into that pitfall and just actually ask for help every once in a while. People will be glad to do it. It's not a burden. It's not. All right.
And yeah, I don't really want to like take up too much of your time. I don't know if there's like is there like a limit to like call links?
I mean, normally we get to 5 minutes. We're at 8.
Uh-oh. I lost the track of time.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, a little bit, but we could talk later.
Yeah, I have a ton of things to talk about, but that was just one of them.
All right.
But I'll move on.
We'll figure it out next time, my guy. Bless your heart.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. Picking someone to raid. Why is everyone famous nowadays? Why can't anyone have like two viewers? That last guy we raided was a hoot. He was bobbing and weaving, doing a little dance for us, singing an improv song. That was fantastic. Let's see here. To this person. So I will be back on Wednesday, if you're a Patreon subscriber, when we played Jackbox games last time. We'll be doing that for the Patreon on Monday. So if you'd like to be a part of something bigger, hop on the Patreon if you're subbing anyways. Be a lot of fun. We're gonna raid these person. Everyone be nice. Everyone say Father sent you. About 30 people immediately on board. I love that. I'll see you guys. Be nice, live well, be smart.